The new Yezdi Adventure constantly finds itself being compared to the Royal Enfield Himalayan. We decided to settle this issue with facts and some overlooked perspectives. Healthy competition forces manufacturers to up their game, and ultimately it's the consumer that benefits. Today on Bike India, you join us as we evaluate two very similar motorcycles, the tried and tested Royal Enfield Himalayan and the all-new Yezdi Adventure. Neither of these motorcycles are perfect, but both of them are unique in their own ways. So which of them do you buy? Let's go ahead and find out. They say imitation is the best form of flattery. Then Royal Enfield must be tickled pink about how the Adventure has turned out. The Himalayan has been around for a few years, and the Yezdi, a newcomer, has an almost identical design. Even so, the Adventure has a few elements that set it apart as the newer motorcycle of the two, such as LEDs all around, a curvy fuel tank, and an extremely large crash guard. Things tip in the Yezdi's favor here because it is equipped with a fully digital instrument cluster and Bluetooth connectivity. Royal Enfield have retained the old school appeal of analog meters and just added a small display for navigation. Yezdi use Map My India for their maps, while Royal Enfield have smartly opted for Google support, and the latter is the easier and more seamless system to use. Both these motorcycles are tall. The Himalayan has a seat height of 800mm and the Adventure's is 815mm. The riding positions are similar and the Yezdi is more comfortable for the city and the easier to access for a pillion. The Himalayan sitting position comes a close second for urban use, but is the better of the two when riding standing up and offers better overall functionality. The Royal Enfield Himalayan has a larger engine. The 411cc air-cooled unit develops 24.5 horsepower and a peak torque of 32 Nm. The Yezdi Adventure has a 334cc liquid-cooled engine and it produces 30.2 horsepower and 29.9 Nm of peak torque. On closer inspection, there are key elements to tell them apart. The most obvious among them is that only the Adventure is equipped with a radiator. The Himalayan has a 5-speed transmission as opposed to the Adventure's 6-speed gearbox. Between the two, the Himalayan has a lower gearing, and along with the engine's good low-end torque, one can run higher gears in the city. It offers greater tractability and makes the motorcycle easier to ride in urban conditions. Furthermore, it also enables the rider to tackle tight trails and off-road obstacles in second or even third gear if necessary. The Yezdi with its taller gearing is unable to do any of these things comfortably, but it has its advantages. On an open road when munching miles is a necessity, the Adventure shines with a higher cruising speed and a 6th gear, and it is fully capable of blitzing along long winding courses. There is very low rebound damping in the rear monoshock of the Adventure, and that translates into a noticeably bouncy ride above 50 km an hour, even on straight roads. Meanwhile, the Himalayan offers a plush and stabler ride in similar conditions. In the corners too, I found the Royal Enfield to be more planted and composed, while its rival once again seemed out of its depth while carrying speed through a curve. I would not go as far as to say that the Adventure's suspension setup makes it intolerable, but it certainly does not instill the confidence to be ridden fast. When Royal Enfield claim that the Himalayan is a true blue off-roader, they are not far from the truth. It is easy to ride, fun, and sometimes even forgiving to ride off-road. Meanwhile, Yezdi claim that the Adventure is more inclined towards touring than off-roading, and the motorcycle certainly lives up to those expectations. At the end of the day, after test riding both motorcycles, it is worth pointing out that there are some key differences between these two. The Himalayan has the larger engine, but the Yezdi has a 6-speed gearbox. But the Yezdi's taller gearing enables it to carry a higher cruising speed. Meanwhile, the shorter gearing on the Himalayan allows one to tackle city traffic easily and makes this motorcycle more fun on tight, twisty trails. Now, if I had to choose between one of these two motorcycles, I would go for the Himalayan because it offers all-round capability and is a better value for money proposition. If you have any questions that I haven't answered in this video, do let us know in the comment section or send us a direct message. And as usual, if you liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time.